Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA. Canes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. So LSU's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And as we watch this wide receiver come onto the field, when you have a dude like this, you find ways to get him the ball over and over again, no matter what the defense tries to take away.
Yeah, because the defense can't win. Whether you double team him, we're still going to win. And they're going to give him the ball in quick passes. They're going to throw it deep, and they're going to take advantage of him every opportunity they can. They will feed him. They will feature him because he's just that good.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Scanning the field, it's Yang. Flushed out of the pocket. Smashes through. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that side.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He gets a block. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. The Hurricane offense will get its first crack at it now. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Getting some heat. And they got him for the sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. It doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll aim it toward the sideline to try to make it tough on the return team. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Wow, the Miami linebacker shows you his speed on that play, and linebacker in speed, synonymous when you're thinking about Miami Hurricane defense. Think about Ray Lewis, Jonathan Vilman, Dan Morgan, DJ Williams. Guys that can go sideline to sideline and guys that can rush the passer. Not easy to block.
They need something that goes forward this time on second and long from the 14. To the air, it's Yang. He's got the back in the middle. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Not a ton of play calls for third in California when you're on offense. You know you're going to have your quarterback holding on to the football. You really got to think about how you're going to protect him. Offensive coordinator may want to think about using more max protect schemes, get more bodies, and give this quarterback a chance.
It looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looking for a block. It's Blunt. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Got the quick completion. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. And to get rid of it quickly. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, he drops to throw. Complete downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third. Deep shot for the end zone. Fires into traffic. Picked off.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Tom.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this run.
Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. A third down try for the offense. Looking downfield, it's Yang. Got out of trouble and throws. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. On the move, it's Blunt. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense. Defense had them backed up, and then they're in the neutral zone, and the offense will say thank you very much. Rides to the back. The Hurricanes are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off the play fake. Throws to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the ox. defense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Trying to get to him. Man, he was going to get his jaw jacked. He got down just in time. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He's got great speed. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First down here for the offense. They go to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick completion to the right. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. A 1st and 10 for this offense. He wants to throw. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
2nd down after the offense averted absolute disaster. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And a short gain on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the first. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Motion from the offense. The play action fake. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Right on the money with that throw. The defense was there, but they are in the red zone with a first down at the 12. Handoff from the shotgun. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too?
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan State has the lead right now. Feels like it's been that way since Sparty's run out, but this has been a nip-and-tuck affair inside Spartan Stadium. They're up by 11 over the Royals.
Just keeps moving. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to the back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow in 2nd and 7. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. A third and long coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Moving out of the pocket. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Man, this poor quarterback, he's got no time. You got to protect your quarterback. You got to find different ways to do it. Sometimes it's not working with 4 wide receivers. Maybe you bring in a couple tight ends, go max protection, more guys blocking, less guys in routes. But you got to find something to have success.
LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the returner goes down. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The give to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Now improvising. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. And the blitz gets to him just like that. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that defensive line getting to the quarterback, and they got so many guys that we could name like Spears that you just mentioned, like Booger in the past that put on that purple and gold, look good, big physical guys that fill out them uniforms and eat quarterbacks.
Got the big paws on it, but couldn't hang on. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down a little bit. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
To the air, it's Yang. Moving away from pressure. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Flushed out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. Really nice job by this sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down with the run.
That's a first down for the offense.
He's looking to throw it. How about that sweet footwork along the sideline? It is a catch. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he intercepts for a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football.
He uncorks one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. And the Hurricanes will punt it away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Unloads to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. Fires to the big fella. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Going up top on first down. Buying some time.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Makes the catch. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Looking to throw, it's Yang. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. At midfield, he's got room. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. To the air on first down. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Coming after him. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific start from there in beautiful Miami Gardens. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
brought down at the 24. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll open this third quarter with a run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now they'll run the draw. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Afterburner's coming. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricanes. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 31 to Marshall. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. Option look, it's Yang. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Went to the running game on first down, now here they come again. Toss sweep right. Sweep cut there. Finally pulled down, but not before. Moving the chains for a first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. They'll run the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal from 43 yards out with a touchdown pass. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. To the ground with the back. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be 2nd down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, they're able to get the negative play, great individual effort. I know LSU's defense always goes by DBU, but they've had some big-time players up front on that D-line, too. And you think recently, guys like Marcus Spears, Glenn Dorsey, Kiki Mingo, Daniil Hunter, dudes that can line up one-on-one. These guys were like avatars with their frames. So difficult to block and so athletic. That's what this guy reminds you of sometimes.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Finds his back in the middle. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He'll bring it back. It's Blunt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And the Canes will punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. The run from the shotgun. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They move the chains on the ground. Now another first down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. Reading the option, it's Yang. And he's hit and taken down behind the line of scrimmage. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. The give to the back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Bringing it back, it's Blunt. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Here on second down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. On the move. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Hurricanes are on the move. Might as well give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Finds the tight end.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
They'll leave it with him. They get him stopped after a pickup of 5 to the 28. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. Off play action. It's complete to the left. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Makes the catch, he's got him out. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He'll take a shot. And he can't find his man in the end zone as he was trying to pay off this red zone chance. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Gets it out fast.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game.
Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen?
Comes out throwing on first down. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Yang. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. They're working that left side. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Scrambling away. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Looking to go up top on first down. The throw. Makes the grab. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. 1st and 10 for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the middle. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. Fourth quarter, I got a lead. You bring on the nickel defense. You know they're passing the football for plays just like that to make the INT and almost put this one away.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
They'll throw it on first down. He's got it. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Offense working from the pistol.
Brings up second down.
We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. He leaves it with his back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Timeout called there by the defense. Desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Just about set to kick it away.
LSU 7.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Finds his target down the middle. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking for a man, it's Yang. Working that left side now. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Good enough for first down.
He's going to pass. Pressure coming. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there, forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Got him downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
First down for the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Looking down the middle. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers. bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.